Hi guys. So good morning from the UK. Today we're going to talk about US study again, but before that, let's do the second day of trading US study with the new account challenge. Okay, so it's not been a fantastic second day of trading. So when I say first day, second day, it does not mean consecutive days. It just means that the second whole day where I've taken trades. So it could be even 2 days later, 3 days later. But I think in between there was just one day that we didn't trade because there was news, and so this is about yesterday. So the end of it, or what was the outcome of it? So this was the signal that I took. So this was a win, which I will show you guys in the my forex funds as well. But before that, I'm just going to show you guys what was the trade I took. Just going to drop it back down to 5 minutes, just so that we are good. There we go. So this was the first one that I took. Now, so the trade, as you can see, this was the signal. Everything, all the ribbon was below. The half trend was also like above. I mean, below the candles, and the candle that indicated spread was here. Okay, I'm going to remove this just so that it's not messy. Okay, there we go. So this was the candle for it. Okay, so it met all the conditions, and so therefore I took it for a buy because we were on a buy bias that day. Um, However, this was meant to be 1 to 1.5, which was about 700, 750, because I only risk 500 per trade. And here, what happened was there was a stage at this point here where price was doing a breakup structure, which I'll show you guys. So we were on a nice uptrend, going up, getting our profits, and then I felt like price over here started to do a little bit of I think this was inside one of my other videos where I said there was a live trade, ongoing live trade, which was yesterday's video, I think it was. So this is what it was. So price started to dip lower than this previous low here. And though it was a fake out, because this is a nice zone, though it was a fake out, I was only worried the price might push down. And because it's a challenge and because we want to protect our profits and it was a small lot size, so it didn't really make sense to me for me like take partials because then it would be like just 200. I would have just taken up profit if that made sense. So I came out round about this area here, and so that became a profit of $500 dollars. Okay, guys. So instead of 750, it was 500, which I thought it was because I set my stop loss to not even break even to be like in profits, but to 1:1 risk to reward ratio. So it came out, it touched the 500 mark, and it took me out. So before flying off to our take profit actually, and more than that. Okay, so this was trade one, which was still a win, and so it's still not too bad. And the second one that I took was basically the sell because I did think price because after this, when price had hit here, we did the analysis, and I was pretty sure price was going to do a sell, like just based on the dailies. I did think the price was going to come down to do liquidity, but no, it didn't. So this was something that I took last night for Asian, but I was not. Oh no, hold on, bear with me. This was not the Asian trade, was it? Bear with me, guys. Bear with me. I need to be very sure which one it is because this is. I took one last night, which I think this is the one that I lost, if I'm pretty sure. Yeah. Okay, so let's talk about this first. Okay, so this is the one that I took yesterday after New York opened. So this one is where we exited the first trade, and then this is the New York. So it met all the rules, right? And there was a crossover on the MACD indicator as well, and it was here. So I did think price was going to go down, but it did not give me a sniff of it at all, and it decided to fly off. And this one I left it to just do what it needed to do, but no, it just decided to go. So this took me out at 577 just because this was a huge this was a very fast candle. So there was a little bit of slippage. So it took me out faster, which meant I lost a little bit more than I should have because the broker could not stop the activate the stop loss in time. So if you guys understand slippage, you will understand that you have to be quite careful with um, US30 or any other pair really, because sometimes when it moves fast, it doesn't act. Your brokers connect fast enough, and so therefore you lose more than what you intended to lose. So that's the reason why I always say risk management is super important. So instead of 500, I lost 575. So in total, we ended up with a small loss of $75 yesterday. So that was, to me, it's still something that I can swallow rather than like, oh, it's a massive loss or whatever that is, slippage happened and I lost 1.5% or 2% or 3% on my account. Do you guys get that? This is like $75. It's fine. We always have today, or if not today, we have tomorrow. Okay. So that's end of day two trading, which I'll show you guys in my Forex fund. So this is day three now. It's today just started. So at the end of day two, it's on the daily. So you guys can see my total balance here is $1,586. So this is today's one, which I'll show you guys the trade in a moment. I'm gonna go show you guys this one, trading day. So the first day we took true, and this was our profit target. And then this was two trades as well. This is what I don't understand why this is not updated. I'm not able to I don't understand. It should 502 was the first trade, and then the second trade I took was 575 loss. So it should have been a negative 75. So I am not able to understand why, like, you guys can see this balance here, so I'm not sure why this is not reflecting correctly. But anyway, so you guys can see my balance in the first day was 1,651, and then here is 1,576. So $75 ish negative. Okay. And then this is today's one, which I'm going to show you guys the trade that I took. Today, just before I do that, please note that there is news at 1:30 for unemployment claims, and obviously anybody who's trading CAD, there is CAD news later as well. Okay, at 4 p.m. UK time. But anyway, so there we go. And then it ran out without us. So did not take this trade because I really lost one and two trades yesterday. So I was like, no, let's have discipline and not keep trading multiple. But this was a really sweet one, which is just unfortunate. But because I really traded twice and it was break even, I didn't want to, I didn't want to just do it for the sake of doing it. So yeah. And then last night Asian session, I decided to take the trade again because I thought that price was going to come down for the liquidity grab because it was a nice curve here at the top, giving, some bearish momentum. But no, it was teetering, and again, price was still bullish. To be fair, guys, I once I took this trade, so I did take this trade here, which was at this point where you can see this setup here. So I set it for this, and my stop loss was here. Having said that, we did go into a little bit of profit, and price decided to go back up again. But I'm not gonna lie, when I did take this trade because there was liquidity at the top to be filled, so I was really unsure that price will actually tank now. I don't think it's ready to tank now. I do feel like it is gonna go up further and then make the push down. So that was the reason why I actually exited my trade earlier. So I did feel like price was going to push up, and that was the reason why I came up with a small profit of $10.20 instead of taking a huge loss on this trade. I exited the trade early because it's come down and it was just doing its consolidation here at the moment, and I noticed that price made a low, but you could really feel that price was struggling to break. Okay, and it did go up to $100, I think, but by the time I came out, it was somewhere near to the entry level, and I thought, you know what, let's just exit. That's going to be a better trade, and um, typically Asian sessions don't move US 30, so it's something that you just put it on and then let it just ride through London, and it probably might hit your price target or your profit or your loss, whichever direction it went. By the time New York, most of the time. So it's a slow burn kind of a trade, okay? But yeah, so this was a trade that I'm just gonna null and void, like pretend it didn't exist, just because I didn't allow it to go to a loss, and also it didn't hit the profit. So it just somewhere towards like a given, so just with a small profit of $10. So what I want to tell you guys is this house suite, when it works, it really works. It gives you this nice push. But having said that, you do need to know your biases. You do need to know what price action is trying to tell you, just based on your understanding of price action and market structure. So I think that's important to also understand that you don't take every single print. Like, there's been so many sell signals here, and obviously we had a buy here, and you had multiple buys as well, but you would not have taken this buy because it did not meet the rules. So you would not have caught this push up anyway. So this would have been a nice buy signal for you to catch. So there are moments that you're going to catch some nice trades. It's not a foolproof indicator strategy. So as far as what I've seen, you do need to understand the basis of market structure. Okay, so this is the second day of trading. Let's see how today goes. But today this is great for orders, so I'm just going to be a bit more wary. I'm going to do my analysis now. So catch me in the next video, guys.